My literature review is over censorship in the library, specifically self-censorship by librarians. It is your First Amendment right to be able to read whatever you want to read, and it is the job of the librarian to make sure that material is available to you. When I think of librarians, I think of that librarian who is tough as nails and willing to fight for materials to be on our shelves. However, that's not always the case. Self-censorship is happening in libraries all the time. Unfortunately, librarians have a lot of fear of not having backing from their administration, from other teachers, from parents, and even students. They are afraid that when people see controversial materials, they'll fight to get them off the shelves, and they don't want to face the controversy or have a big story go down about their school and have administrators mad. Also, there are religious groups and political groups constantly fighting to keep controversial materials out of libraries. In my research, I looked at several studies where librarians were given surveys asking questions about what materials they saw to be most controversial or what sort of people they feared the most in getting backlash from. A lot of librarians were legitimately afraid of perhaps losing their jobs if too much controversy surrounded the library. And we are in a time where librarians are seen to be less needed, and especially when it comes to budget cuts. When it came to subject matter, sexual content, drugs, alcohol, violence, all of those, anything involving the LGBT community, all of those were constantly listed as controversial materials. One of the articles I read covered specifically authors who had been sort of shunned by librarians due to the books that they had and how that made them feel. Most authors covering those materials feel a legitimate need to do so because there are people out there that need to be able to read those books. For the kid that comes from the home with a same-sex parents, or the kid that comes from a violent home, they need to see those materials. So it's important that those books be on the shelves. At the conclusion of my research, it shows that honestly, not a lot is going to change until our world becomes a more open place. So unfortunately, at this time, censorship is going to continue to be in libraries.